Honestly, this is something that can probably be played in the club. We got Lil Manny. Makes me want to just get a mask and just scare people. not actually rob them, just scare them, you know. I like the beat on this. Something refreshing, something new that I don't really hear a lot. I'm just trying to get some paper, I'm not rapping by the day. I just capping like a bitch, talking about some shit that did. What's up, everybody? It's me, JC, and this is episode 8 of reviewing upcoming music artists. So in today's episode, we got 4 artists we're going to be going over with. One of them is actually 2 songs, so it's going to be very quickly. It's going to be TMG Spook, Yungeen C3, Lil Manny, and the Real Meladee. Alright, so we're going to start here with TMG Spook with a recent album called Here I Go. It dropped in July of this year, the 21st of July. And we're actually going to just start it off at random. Let's see where it starts off at. Rental car. I do remember this song. All his music still has like a lot of high energy beats. I'd like to see some more experimental stuff. He definitely gave it here, but there can be some more. There's definitely some more potential in there. I believe he's from Florida, just not sure where he's from exactly. I gotta give this a like. After listening to it some more, I actually like it. I really like this song right here, Boring, because of the energy it brings, but also because of the beat, right? You gotta know this beat. Comment down below if you know this beat, man. I wish more rappers would do this, like bring in more old school beats. This whole album here I really liked, and going back to other songs, and he's been dropping a lot of songs this whole year. So big shout out to that. This guy's really working hard, and he's only at 323 monthly listener followers, and he's really good at actual followers too. So listeners and actual followers, that's really clean. Just get a quick bio on there, man. Get a bio going, get some photos going, make it look a little bit more professional. It should take about like 2 hours to put this little together. But shout out to Orlando, Tampa, Miami, Jacksonville, and Atlanta. Atlanta's always a big supporter of Florida music. Shout out to Atlanta. But this is impressive. 318, 323. Keep doing your work, bro. The more I come back to this, the more I find more bangers I love out of it. This whole album also reminds me of No Ceilings, just because of how many times he's using beats that have been used before, remixes in a way. What I really like about this song too, you can hear he changes it up. Rapping. See? That's what I love. He's not just going like like he's actually saying it like has a good flow to it. Some of these I wish they were longer, but you know, for what they are, they're pretty good. And for at least 14 songs on this album on today's standards, it's pretty good. And like I said, he's definitely been putting out a lot of other tracks. If we go back here and look, show all 2 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh damn, he's been putting in real work. TMG Spook, I recommend him. TMG Spook, man. Y'all gotta check him out. Definitely give him a follow. He's definitely a guy I would sign, collaborate with, etc. You know, getting his photos, getting his bio going, a little bit more marketing going. That's somebody that you can hire on the outside. Overall, I love the energy that he brings. I'd like to see some more versatility, but you know, for what it is, I like what he has. And when I mean experimenting, like it can be like different beats, or maybe just changing up the flow. But for right now, I love the energy. Love it. There's not really a lot of bad songs I can say about it, or songs that makes me want to skip. TMG Spook, Here I Go. Y'all gotta check out this whole album, man. I'm pretty sure y'all love it. Definitely I can drive to this, go to the gym, study maybe not, because this thing will definitely like take me away from that, or if I'm trying to be creative. Man, every time I come back I just love these songs here. Y'all check them out, man. I promise y'all will love a lot of other songs here. Alright, sorry guys, I'm eating. But we got the Real Meladee here. Very Chicago, Florida like. I'd say it leans more towards Florida. assuming she's from Florida because that's where I found her on, was a Florida page. I tried digging more into her background music to see where, you know, if she has any other music, and she just started, I'm assuming, or maybe just reinventing herself, but everything seems real. Everything checks out. You know, Orlando, Charlotte, New York, Miami, Atlanta. She's getting real plays in like real cities, or at least US based cities. I don't think she's like running up fake numbers, nothing like that. And she's putting in work. I mean, both of these already have music videos out. I just wish there was more, because these songs came out August 4th, Birkin. The one we're listening to now actually dropped in September 1st. So pretty relevant. Honestly, this is something that can probably be played in the club. That's what I like about this song, because everybody can vibe to it, not just women, everybody. Yeah, I love this song, but let's skip to the next one here. We're gonna keep this short here. Let's check out Birkin. I would like to see her drop more music, at least like once a month, especially how new she is. She has a lot of talent here. I'm assuming she has more music locked up. Listening to this one compared to the last one, maybe they weren't done mastering. I feel like there's something that just needs to be adjusted in the voice here compared to what we just heard in the last. Yeah, this is a homegirl that I would definitely collab with, work with, you know, just, or definitely has that potential, I believe. But it's just, you know, you gotta put in the work too. I can believe, but I'm not gonna put the work in for you. You gotta put in the work. And right now, she's definitely on a good trend with 105 monthly listener followers with just these 2 tracks releasing. Yeah, like about a month and a couple of days. So definitely drop another one this coming month. I would love to see that, but I would definitely look into y'all hitting her up for a collab, man. Up next, we got Lil Manny. Rookies, I ain't gonna lie, I like the beat. Boss man JD, yes sir. So this guy's actually been working with a lot of big name artists, and he's only at 251 monthly listener followers, only 76 actual followers. Gets a lot of plays in Tampa, Orlando, Miami, Atlanta again, shout out Atlanta, and Jacksonville. So a lot of these are actually Florida based, so he's getting a lot of love from Florida. That's good. And I believe he is from Tampa, that's why I think we see Tampa up top, and he actually mentions it through a couple of his songs. The same thing with this guy. I would like to see your photos and some bio here, you know. Introduce yourself, tell us who you are, maybe show us who you are a little bit. It always helps. But with like labels, A&Rs, I keep forgetting who they are, but people who can help you get with labels. And it only takes like one-time pay. I'll show you guys real quick. Actually, let's skip the song. I like this song right here. This is one of those I should have liked. And the reason why I like it is just the beat. It reminds me of, it's on the tip of my tongue, Lil Tyler. But let's check it out Kodak real quick, because this is what I mean when like you can make your bios look good with a just one-time photo shoot with like a professional photographer, amateur photographer, anybody. This photo's been here for like, I don't know how long, probably since like he started out. But he hasn't updated these like in a long time. And his bio's pretty big. I don't know if I would go that big. You guys can read this. I haven't read it yet. Anytime you can do this, anytime y'all can do this, y'all know Floridians be doing this. That's that Florida vibe, you know what I mean? Y'all know what I mean. But Lil Manny is definitely one of those guys I would check out. You a bitch, you the type to shake a nigga hand like fuck a scam. I don't really came up off the ground. He never gave him the pen. And what I like about this beat, I did hear it a couple times. I meant to like this one. It's an Akon beat, or they're using a sample, I mean. Still in the ghetto, try to make it out of poverty. Can't be beefing with your brother, nigga, that's out of pocket. Can't be out here moving goofy, nigga, pocket watching. If my brother down. It reminds me of like Lil Tyler, not the voice, but the flow. But he adds, instead of like more monotone, he adds a little bit more personality to the tone. What I like about this, he doesn't force it either too much on like when he's like rapping. And the whole album is just fire. I love it. There's actually one of my favorite songs on here just because of the beat, man. It's Call of Duty Black Ops, but I can't remember which one. I think it's the number 2 or number 1. And it has Trapland Pat. Trapland Pat like his music too. But he's already like mainstream, I believe. For an album, 12 songs, pretty good, pretty good. But I think he actually put out one before already. Let me just double check up on that. Yeah, just 3 other singles. The beat, it's mid for me, maybe like 5 or 6 out of like a scale of 1 to 10. But I love the bars. A lot of good bars on here, like bars that I would use for my captions, man. But even before we got here, there's like 3 or 4 other songs I like. Tampa to Tally, Steven Spielberg. But overall, really good bars, choice of beat. I'm a sucker for violins, just like I am for pianos, or keys, I don't know what you want to call it. But this is actually one of my also favorite ones right here, just because when I go back to it and listen, I hear that hook and it gets me caught up. It makes me want to just get smashed and just scare people. not actually rob them, just scare them, you know. Alright, so here we have Yungeen C3. I hope I'm saying that correct. But when I come on here, it does seem like a little questionable, because then I look at all where he's getting his plays at, followers count compared to the monthly listeners. And granted, like, this just can be like he's recently trending. It's not, this always changes. Just the fact that like all his areas are very different. But I didn't know about this song, Consequences, and I even follow Lil Tyler, and this song has Lil Tyler. Overall, has a good sound to it. They're always mixed great, good choice of beats. And let me just double check how much plays he has going on. Pretty good plays. Weird. The official Spotify account for recording artists. I mean, this is like something so generic, because when you make an account, I don't think this goes on there. So that feels like somebody's handling his stuff. Posted by Yungeen C3, but somebody could just have access to that. Let's skip on to the next one. We'll go to C3. We're actually going to go down the list because I want to play all the stuff that's very recent. So like Consequences came out in September this month. C3 August 29th. Pretty much close to almost once a month. Overall, not a bad account for what we have in the year. Maybe he's working on an album right now. But again, like all his music is like something I can vibe to at the gym. I loved it. While at work, I loved it. Car rides, I loved it. But it just makes me feel like he either signed to somebody that's running a lot of bots, just because of all the recent streams and like all his plays, or like where they're coming from. But let's check out I Need Ruby. I like the beat on this, the flow, how he approaches it. It's like something refreshing, something new that I don't really hear a lot. I don't know, comment down below, what do you guys think? You think he's an industry plan? Y'all think all those plays are legit? Comes off like Lil Baby's flow, but doesn't sound like him. I like that switch up. I'm gonna give this a like here. Check out Yungeen, man. This might be somebody that y'all like. If y'all like Lil Babies, I would definitely be a fan of his music. I just don't listen a lot to Lil Baby, but that's what it sounds like to me, like the flow wise. Just his sound doesn't sound like him. Let's move on to the last one here. I'm the Man. So far, I Need Ruby maybe drop the top of my favorite. Consequences too, but I Need Ruby, I think that one I like the most just because of how different it was. It felt fresh, something I haven't heard. I see this, I can hear it playing on the radio because like it just reminds me of the Baby. But because he has that similarity, that's why I would hit him up for a collaboration. And he brings energy. Overall, I got some pretty good amount of music. There should be some more. I would like to see an album drop to see how much potential he can put into a big project. But definitely check him out. But alright guys, that is it for this video. Thanks for checking it out. If you guys ever want to support, there's going to be a link down below for the Patreon. Yeah, see you guys in the next one.